Well, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash versus Bitcoin. We're going to do the BCH BTC chart right now. We're going to get into it with a special request in mind that I've skipped over. Shamefully, I've skipped over. I'm sorry, Mr. Hat. He would like me to talk about, and Crypto Investor seconds this, but the double top at 0.0105 versus BTC. Let's see. Didn't talk about the double top with the higher lows, and which one you feel could win. Please add that topic. We will. You only talked about your fibs and RSI. I know, as I classically do. You could mention the unorthodox inverse head and shoulders on the weekly time frame as well, is what he says. So let's do that. Let's talk about the unorthodox. I would suppose it's an inverse head and shoulders, right? Yeah, inverse head and shoulders. I don't know necessarily what he's referring to when he says that. MHAT is another TA. He's like me, he does technical analysis, but he just does it for himself and shares with the Discord his findings and stuff like that. Sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong, just like any technical analyst, but I'm assuming this is that unorthodox inverse head and shoulder that you're talking about, probably. I don't know. As far as what I think about it, I don't know if I would call it an inverse head and shoulders. It's definitely unorthodox if it is, but beyond that, the volume just sucks. It's not the right readings. But if you call it an unorthodox inverse head and shoulders, I would suppose that it does grow. It probably does act like that, right? Like inevitably you'll get the bullish breakthrough, Mr. Hat. That's what I think. So my thoughts on it, I wouldn't call it an unorthodox inverse head and shoulders, though I see where you're getting it from. And even if you do call it that, you probably get the price results that you're looking for, because the measure move would be from this low to this high point technically, right? And then once you break the shoulder line, the neckline, whatever, break that would send you up to a move all the way up to 3.2 cents or 3.2%. I could see that happening. I could very well see that happening from high to low here. I would think even higher than that. Not only will you hit your measure move, but you'll demolish it. And then you wanted to know also what my thoughts were on the double top, but the higher lows, and which one I think will win. So what I'm assuming he's asking is this the good thing that outweighs the bad thing, right? Is this a bad thing and this is a good thing? I think personally, Mr. Hat, and I think anybody who's watched this channel for a while knows, anytime I see a flat top or a flat bottom, if it's a flat bottom with descending highs, it's bearish. If it's a flat top with ascending lows, that's bullish. So I will give it to the bulls. I will give it, even if we go all the way down here, I'll give it to the bulls. Even if we formed a triple top, whatever. But personally, it looks like a double top now. I just wonder if in time, like imagine the price just does this, would this even be a double top, at that rate? Like for the time being it is, but inevitably would it be a double top? It's like back here, was this a double bottom? For 2 weeks it was, and then arguably it wasn't. It just kind of had a flat base with descending highs, right? You had your flat base here with descending highs. The descending highs won. I don't know. Anyways, it looks like a double top now. I wonder if that'll stand. And I would bet as time goes on, it won't even look like a double top anymore. So for now, yes, it's on the charts. It looks that way. I wouldn't pay too much mind to it other than the fact that this probably is a significant area, right? We don't really have any areas of significance on this chart going, dating back. A little bit of resistance there, a little bit of support there. Maybe it's right at a crucial fib level. Not really at all. But perhaps the way to look at it would be when we break this line, that's when the real show for BCH versus BTC is going to take place, right? Because as far as we're concerned, BCH, BTC, it's doing things that it's never done before, but going from moving down, this chart is the most bullish it's ever been, and all it's done really is moved sideways, right? It's been in this range. So I think once we break above these highs, that's when we will stop doing the most bullish thing we've ever done, which is move sideways. We're going to do the even more bullish thing, which is an uptrend, right? And I think this double top is vital for that reason, because we've never seen an uptrend in BCH BTC's history before. We've only known downtrend and sideways for a time, right? Down, sideways for a time, more down, up, and then down. We've only known down, really. Down, the downtrend has only been the only thing that we've known, right? And I think that's why this double top came in, because we've yet to know an uptrend. We don't know what it's like. I'm being metaphoric. BCH BTC, it doesn't need to know what it's like. I'm just saying it's no small task to complete. And I think once it happens, it'll be undeniable that BCH is likely going to outperform BTC this cycle. And I think it's a key area to watch. So revolving back to the point of the double top here, I think it looks like a double top for now. When we break through it, it probably won't look like that anymore. But for the time being, it does. And that might sound funny because you'll be like, it'll always look like a double top. What are you talking about? Even if we go up here, there's a double top right there. But just wait a few months. Let's see how it looks, and tell me if I'm wrong. You might remember it as the double top, but whenever the price happens, it might look less obvious if it was like your first time seeing it. And for now, it is a double top. It definitely is, and we're getting the results off of it. I just don't think that it will, quote unquote, win. I think this will win. I think, if anything, we'll form a higher low, and I do think we go lower. And then inevitably, when we go up here, even if we do find resistance, inevitably we'll break through it. But I would expect on this third attempt to break through it, if not the fourth. And if it comes to a fifth attempt, inevitably I do think we'd break it, but that remains to be seen. So I don't know, time will tell. But I hope this video makes sense. I hope it helps. I hope it answered your questions, Mr. Hat, and everybody else who might have been wondering what's going on with the BCH BTC chart. At any rate, man, this to me is the most bullish we've ever seen this chart be. And it hasn't even it's just getting started. We've got more to see. It's not even done its best work yet. So I'm excited for what happens when we break this line, when that double top is no longer in existence and we're moving higher. We have our first bullish trend in this chart's existence. I'm really excited for that. And I think that it's closer to us than it is farther away from us, right? I think we're very close to it. It could be, who knows, it could be a couple weeks, could be a couple months. And what I'm talking about when I say it is prices above this high here. So shout out to Mr. Hat. Appreciate all you do, man. Appreciate you a lot. Shout out to all the TAs in the Discord. It's good to get people learning, asking questions, answering questions, bringing up their inputs, bringing up what they're seeing in the charts. And it's fun too, to just between each other, like, have bets of what's going to happen. Is it going up? Is it going down? Who's right? Who's wrong? At the end of the day, it never really matters who's right or wrong. You could be wrong 9 out of 10 times and still make more money than the person who's right 9 out of 10 times if you have proper risk management and you do it right? So, but it's just fun nonetheless to kind of test each other and grow together. So anyways, yeah, just one last shout out to the homies, and hope everybody's doing good. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you all for coming, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.